thanks to President Trump and the military of the United States of America, because thanks to them and to the power of them, we are free. Viva Venezuela Libre.
I've seen my dad cry 3 times in my life. His dad dying, Fidel dying, and today. And I think it is just, it's the time to be here. It's historic.
Venezuelan Americans cheering President Trump's capture of Nicolas Maduro.
Especially in Doral, Florida, where 40% of the residents are of Venezuelan origin.
Just incredible reaction there. Doral, Florida Mayor Christy Fraga joins us now. Mayor, welcome to you. That was an incredible statement that young woman just made, that she's only seen her father cry a few times in her life. This was one of them. What is the reaction there?
So people here are happy. You know, we have a big immigrant community, a big portion of them being Venezuelan, Cuban, who have lived through these dictatorships basically their whole lives, have fled oppression, coming here finding opportunity and safety, freedom. So yesterday they were feeling justice served, and they're going to see that. And so there was a lot of people that were cheering, happy. They're seeing a light at the end of the tunnel after 27 years of you know, oppression and watching their country deteriorate under this regime. And so people were starting to feel the opportunities that exist in being able to watch that country rebuild and finally having the democratic process restored and respected in Venezuela. And hopefully it will continue, and we will see a ripple into Cuba and Nicaragua, and we'll start to see stabilization in this Western Hemisphere.
Mayor Fraga, put into context for us, many of those Venezuelan Americans there that are celebrating that we see in these videos, it goes back to 1999 when Hugo Chavez took over what was, by all accounts in Latin America, a thriving democracy, wrecked it, turned it to socialism. Maduro comes in, takes it even further. These are some of them Venezuelan Americans who fled decades of oppression.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, we have, you see it all here, right? You have those who came many years ago watching what was happening just with Hugo Chavez getting elected. They saw what happened in Cuba and left. They saw the writing on the wall. It came much, you know, at the very beginning of all this. And then you have some that have come over the last 10 years, over the last 5 years, that where things have really gotten just very bad in Venezuela. You know, there's no humanitarian help. People that unfortunately have had children want a chance for them to have an opportunity, and so had to flee for their safety and for their security. And so, like we said before, this is a country that had, you know, this very rich country, had very many opportunities and resources, and the people have been deprived of that. And we've seen horrible just poorness and people without even having medicine over there. And so they've come here looking for that opportunity for their children and like I said, safety. Many people were facing delinquency everywhere, you know, people being sequestered. So this country has given them an opportunity to have safety and have had an opportunity to have, you know, a place for their children to grow and prosper. Many of them are excited, though, to be able to go back and rebuild in their country.
Well, it is remarkable that they are some of the best, wisest people about socialism, and it's important that we remember their stories and listen to them, because a lot of young people in the country today are going in the wrong direction in that regard. Mayor Christy Fraga, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.